Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our APS Spoken English Trainings program. Today's session actually is the part 2 of yesterday's lecture. Okay. So because I had to make you people understand that learning grammar is not a part of our teaching. Actually, let me tell you something very important that first of all you have to bring into your mind a question and then answer me. What language do you use most in the classrooms? We are not going to learn English sentences, we are not going to learn textbook language, but real instructions, real discipline and real encouragement. This is what we are going to study today. So this is, as you know, this is a day 3 of Spoken English Excellence Program class. Let's start with the most powerful tool of teaching, which is classroom English. Today you are going to learn, give classroom instructions in English, manage discipline professionally instead of shouting on the students, at the students. It's better to manage the discipline professionally. As you know that modern methodology has replaced the obsolete system and we have known the tools from which we can quite easily manage the class without shouting at the students. Then we need to encourage the students using positive force. Okay, so students can learn by listening the positive force instead of just keep on shouting and scolding them. You have to conduct basic classroom interaction sessions and how to overcome fear. For like implementing all these things, you need to know that you are the one who is authoritative in the classroom. When you are taking a class in the classroom, you are the one who is the boss at that time. Boss doesn't mean here the boss is something different. Boss is the servant at the moment. We are serving the humanity, we are actually molding the coming generations. So you need to know how to mold the students, how to build their personalities and how to make them useful citizens of the society. Today you people will learn, I have shown you the classroom because today our topic mainly focuses our classroom sentences, okay? A teacher's sentences that a person should use as an instructor in the classroom. So today we are going to learn how to give classroom instructions in English, right? And then how to manage discipline professionally. As I was discussing that instead of shouting at the students or instead of scolding them, we people should know how to manage the classroom discipline professionally, okay, politely and professionally. You know, the time is changed these days and we have to keep the students in our mind, and they are the prior most important personalities in the classroom. And then how to encourage students using positive language, okay. So we need to encourage the students, but we should also use positive language instead of like just showing them the gestures. It's better to use the language as well. What about this one? Achha, okay. Then conduct basic classroom interaction in English. You should have the interaction with each other, with the students, interaction of the teachers and the students with each other in English as well. And for applying or implementing all these things, it's very important to overcome the fear. First of all, as yesterday I told you, the first session was about from fear to fluency, okay? And then first of all, you need to overcome, you need to make your mouth practice of speaking English. And after that, you need to follow certain patterns to use the English in the classroom. And then for applying all these things, like giving classroom instructions in English, managing discipline professionally by using positive English sentences, encouragement of the students using positive language. Okay, for this, unmute your potential, raise your hand, speak English today because the world is waiting to hear what you have to say. Up till now, only we were listening to you in the classrooms. only you were listening to us in the classrooms. Now, if you need to interact to the world surrounding you, in your surrounding, the people in your surrounding, the people across the border, if you want to and if you need to communicate to them, you need to have the better English speaking communication skill, and that can be polished. Skill is already in you, whether you're a student, whether you are a teacher, but you need to unmute yourself now so that you could be heard, not just within your vicinity. Vicinity कहते हैं your surrounding को, rather you are heard across the border, globally as well. Okay, it's time to unmute yourself. Why you should do this? The question arises why. And why we should use classroom English, why it is so important. The question is this, let us see. If a teacher speaks hundreds of classroom instructions daily, how many? Hundreds of instructions. And if a student needs to inquire things, student also uses many types of questions which he or she has to ask from the teachers. So if you channelize yourself, if you practice, if you mold yourself for the practicing from asking questions and from using instructions in daily life, in daily classroom, in English, then obviously this subject is going to be very important for you. The language we repeatedly use becomes the language students learn naturally. You know what? Sometimes we are just speaking and speaking, and the person, the students, the pupils, whether they're listening to us with attention or without attention, maybe they're just sitting and just listening, not paying attention that much. Even then, unconsciously, English words are being adopted by us, and the teachers, of course, who are using so much English in the class or using the sentences, the instructions, the students, whether they practice or they don't, they're listening and they're adopting that, whether consciously or unconsciously. So it all goes into your subconscious and it increases your vocabulary. What does it increase?
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary, okay. And have you ever noticed, children, that when your teacher speaks English with better pronunciation, you also start learning and adopting the same pronunciation? Have you ever noticed this thing?
Yes.
Okay, why is it so? What is the reason? Why it happens? Because you are listening the teachers. Why? How can you adopt all these things in the same way? The
Because we
way.
are listening to the teacher carefully.
Okay,
That's why.
you people are listening. They are listening. On one side I have teachers, and on one side I have students, so that we could have a better interaction, and we could see the things how we can learn from teachers' point of view, and how we can learn from students' point of view. If a teacher speaks well, if a teacher keeps on talking using one language, the listener, whether the listener is passive or the active one, he unconsciously or consciously keeps adopting even the style, not just the words, not just the language. You people don't know, but you yourself unconsciously you are adopting the style as well. I've seen many students who are kids, especially who are at primary level, they keep copying. They come back home and they copy their teachers as well. They mimic them. When they mimic them, they are also mimicking their styles and their sentences as well. Classroom English creates better participation. Okay, if you will listen English, you will be able to learn the patterns and you will participate with keen interest. And when you are participating, your participation ensures the fluency. And with fluency, by the time you gain confidence as well. And for confidence, learning starts. Okay, now you have to think for 30 seconds. What do you have to think? How many classroom instructions do you use in English daily? All of you, the students who are sitting here, they are also supposed to think. Imagine yourself as a teacher and tell me how many instructions can be used in the classroom daily. Many instructions are there that we give to our students. But actually, the way instructions were given in the past, that is kind of old time, I will say, and in the modern time, in the more professional way. Now we give the instructions in the more professional way. Okay, old way, there is a way of giving instruction, and that is old way was sit down, as you said. And now how we can transform it according to today. You can see also this one. We used to say sit down earlier, and now we say please take your seats. Okay, this is what I was teaching you. Instruction doesn't mean that we are going to make them disciplined always. Instructions means that professional way and professional English teaches us to be polite. As for the very first day, I told you that English basically is a polite kind of language. So instead of sit down, we will say, please take your seats. Old way was listen, okay? Only listen shows what? The order. But now we don't order, we just say, may I have your attention, please? Okay? So if we are going to be polite, our students are going to be polite in return too. And instead of saying directly, open your books, don't say like that. Just say to them, ensure them the respect that you owe to them. Please open your books. When you say like this, open instead of like in a commanding way, open books. Instead of saying like that, when you say, please open your books, students are going to give their hearts out to you people. They are quickly going to open the notebooks because they need respect, okay? They need attention, they need respect as well. Okay, old way was, obsolete way was, look here. You can see the teacher who is holding a kind of stick and saying, look here. Instead of saying this, just say, if you need the attention of the students, just say, focus on the board. Dear children, focus on the board. Okay? So, look here is replaced with focus on the board. Instead of saying write, you are supposed to say, please write this down. Everyone, please write this down, okay? Instead of saying, write in your notebook. The students are not going to pay any heed to your instruction if you're going to give the instruction in this way. The child of today actually is being molded in a different way, and which is kind of a little flattery. They need flattery from you. Few more examples are, when we have to start something, we say, let's begin. Come on, children, let's begin. Let's begin our work. Let's begin our activity. Also, we say, read aloud. Okay? Instead of, you need to keep your tone polite, soft and polite. Okay? In the same way, ma'am, may I start reading? When the students ask you, you are supposed to say, yes, you may. You may proceed. Yes, you may. You may start. Okay? And you also instruct them in this way, work in pairs. Please turn to page 10. Complete the exercise. Please stop writing. And everyone, time's up. Okay? Time's up, everyone. So, tone is very important in the modern time. So these were few sentences which are used, which should be used by the teachers in the classroom, and the students need to be polite with the teachers in the same way. You should have the tone of request instead of the tone of ordering. I have observed that the students these days, they are ordering the teachers. They don't know how to talk to their teachers politely. Even we don't know that actually the fault lies with us. If we will shout at them, obviously they are going to shout at us as well. And also, if we are not interrupting them, if we are not correcting them, they will continue and they will learn and practicing the same things in future as well. Okay, let's start our activity 1. Don't think in your mind, bachcho baith jao. If you see somebody, make him stand. Okay. If you see somebody in this condition, this position, what you are supposed to say? Please take your seats. What are you going to say? Please take your seats. Everyone say in this.
Please take your seats.
Yesterday I told you, please stop thinking in Urdu. Okay, very good, very good. Next one, don't think this one in your mind and don't bring it on your tongue as well. When you have to give this instruction, think in your heart, everyone. See the next one. What should be the next instruction?
Please open your books.
Yes, correct. Please open your books. If the situation given to you is like this, instead of saying, board ki taraf dekho, don't even think about it. You know what, when the board is coming, Alhamdulillah, at the moment, Urdu is not coming to my mind right now. And I believe and I hope that it's not going to come to your mind as well. Focus on the board. If the situation like this come into your mind, how many of you face the situation like this? Right now we are laughing, but this situation is very difficult to handle. When the whole class is laughing and making noise, what should you say? Let's have complete silence, children. Okay? Let us see the next one. Energetically, you are going to say to your students, let's start the work. You may begin your work. Or also you can say, let's start the work. Now, the next topic is disciplined language. Up till now, previously we were doing instructions that are to be given in the classroom. to the students. But now we are going to do discipline language. And this language is professional teachers use language, usage language, not volume. Do use the language, not the volume. Like, I need your attention. If you need to, Acha, I also remember once I attended a workshop, and in that workshop, our teacher said to us, if you need silence from the student sides, there are two gestures as well. One was you just raise the hand. Being a teacher, you just raise the hand. It means the students are going to pay attention to you and they will listen to you. It means I want to say something. Okay, everybody is going to be quiet. Just do practice this thing, and then you say, I need your attention. In the same way, when time's up in game, we show this gesture. So if you need silence, you can show this gesture. Do me a favor, please, is going to be politer, and the person who will listen to you rather, will be more happier. One at a time, please. You must have noticed everybody start speaking at the same time. You people do it, do you? So either you or your teacher should say one at a time, please. Okay, then let's settle down. When the teacher enters the classroom, the students are like, there is a hodgepodge in the classroom. First of all, make them disciplined, arrange their lines, and then say to them, everyone, let's settle down. Thank you for cooperating. If somebody borrows you anything, if somebody brings a glass of water, or if somebody picks up anything you have dropped, say to them, thank you, or thank you for your cooperation. Please remain seated. Instead of saying sit on your seats, it's better to say please remain seated. And also, let's stay focused. If somebody is detracting himself or herself, or maybe the others, the class fellows, say to that person or that child, that pupil, let's stay focused. Raise your hand before speaking. This is the habit that you have to inculcate in them. This is the most missing, the most wanted habit. So do tell them, raise your hand before speaking, and also say to them one at a time. These are discipline principles that you have to tell them in English. Actually, you are not supposed to shout at them, don't threaten them, don't repeat angrily, okay? But instead, show authority, but that should be calm authority. Clear instructions should be given to them, and then you should use respectful tone as well. This is what I was telling you, show respect to them, be very kind in your tone as well. The students are going to pay attention themselves and happily as well. Now, there is going to be another activity. Everyone, get ready, because we are going to have the next activity, activity number 2, that is going to be related to classroom role play. Okay? I hope you all must be enjoying like this. Situation 1. Students are talking. Then what are you going to say to them? Yes, let's maintain complete silence. Let's maintain complete silence in the class. The next one is, situation 2 is students are standing. What are you going to instruct to them?
Please take your seat.
Okay. Please take your seats. Be seated. Yes, be seated, please. Students are noisy. What are you going to say to them if they are very noisy? Please maintain the silence. Students are distracted. They're not paying attention to the... Okay, just let me tell you one thing very clearly here. What we are teaching you people today is, instead of saying, I need this, I require this, you should do this, instead of using such kind of language, it shows the different tone, which used to be used previously. But now in more professional English, we say, may I have your attention, please? Okay, are you getting me? I was teaching you people that you have to mold your sentences and tone according to the modern era, where we don't have to say, okay, I want this or you should do this. None of us are going to be involved, but the words or the message is conveyed. How? Can we maintain silence? May I have your attention, please? Okay, so this is how you people are supposed to say. Students are distracted. You will say, in a politer tone, you will say, may I have your attention, please? Are you getting me? When students are talking, instead of saying, I need you to be quiet, that's not the way which is taken in today's classroom. Instead of saying this, you will say, let's maintain silence. Okay? In the same way, students are standing. You will not say, I don't want to see you standing. You will not say, you should not stand. You will say to the students, let's have a seat. Be seated, please. Have a seat, please. And students are noisy. You will say, let's maintain discipline in the class. Okay? One thing we have learned in this particular section, and that is that instead of directly instructing them by using I or you, neither first person nor second person should come. And in this way, you can create a polite tone. So this was the pattern of talking to them in a polite tone. You don't have to think, or you don't have to make the sentences by your own selves. Rather, just follow the pattern which is prevailing these days. Okay, prevailing means आजकल जो चीज vogue में है, whatever is in fashion, you should just adopt that, उसका pattern देखें and start following that. Easier as well and interesting as well and modernized as well. Okay, so you people are going to be like kind of, wow, we have a very different teacher who respects us, and the students are going to respect you from the core of their heart. Let me tell you this thing, I have seen these things, I have experienced these things in my own life. Okay ji, now encouragement language. Let's see how can we encourage our students. So you can say good job, you can say well done, you can say good effort, excellent work, keep trying, fantastic thinking. That's a great answer. I'm proud of you, progress. I'm proud of your progress. ठीक हो गया? So instead of just repeating the same things, very good, well done, you should replace these words with these certain phrases, which you can see on the screen. Come on, you can do it, well done. These are the highly motivating words, okay? So these words actually encourage the students, and by giving them, I have observed that by giving them different remarks, whatever comes into your mind, instead of just writing good, well done, I have given them Banzer, bravo, fantastico, fantabulous, all these words which are in vogue. Go and see for them, be a smart teacher. Instead of being a very good teacher, you need to be cool and smart teacher these days, so that you could adopt these things and students feel like you are of their party. So when you are going to replace the encouragement with these words, they are going to be all the more encouraged. Next is why it matters, why encouragement matters. Even at this age, if somebody encourages us, it's like it's a kind of cool breeze for us. We are very happy to be encouraged. So they are only the children, they need a lot of encouragements. So let me see why encouragement matters to them. They get confidence, is it? When somebody keeps appreciating you people, students, you get confidence. And you know what, your honor is actually, that is a kind of, that becomes higher in front of the other students. Your honor is raised and you become happy and wholeheartedly you do the work and you're confident as well. Okay, ma'am has appreciated me, it means I've done something different from others, and now I have to maintain my that position in front of the other students as well. Then you participate all the more. When you're confident, you will participate more and more. Is it so? And if you are shy and if you are timid, you will keep sitting away from the students and you will not participate as well. Then when you will participate more and more, learning will take place. So common teacher mistakes, let's discuss. We are also human beings. Teachers are not someone like superhuman. We are also human beings. So इंसान खता का पुतला है. To err from error. Open your copy. Copy actually means copy is taken in the sense कोई चीज देख कर करना, right? To copy something. Open your notebook. So instead of saying open, it's open, open, okay? Open your notebook. Next is close the fan. How can fan be closed? G, turn off the fan, switch off the fan. Both are good. Well done to you. Your good name, please, or tell me your name. What's your name? Your good name. Both are correct. Okay. Here's what I'd like you to do. In place of this event, do me a favor, please. Okay. This is a difficult one. Here's what I'd like you to do. Instead of this, you can even say, do me a favor, please. Okay. So now comes your activity number 3. Let's do that. Speak for 1 minute. Task include, you have to tell greeting, you have to tell instruction, you have to give greetings, instructions. What are the greetings? Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you guys. How are you doing today? All these things are your greetings. Instructions, as I told you, let's start our work. Let's begin our today's work. Okay, greeting, instructions, discipline sentences, which I told you from there, and then encouragement sentences, okay, and then along with that, closing sentences. So you will speak for 1 minute. 5 things are being given to you on which you are going to send me your voice note. Sample micro teaching. Sample micro teaching is how you should do. These are the sentences that you should daily use in your classrooms. Good morning. Please open your books. Let's focus on the lesson. Excellent work, everyone. Thank you. These are few sentences that you should adopt, and they should be the part and parcel of your life, part and parcel of a teacher's life. Okay. So once again, I'm going to repeat them quickly. Good morning, everyone. Please open your books. Let's focus on the lesson. Excellent work, everyone. Thank you. Now comes activity 4 for you. Speed drill. Try it by standing in front of the mirror. Okay, key takeaway. What are the takeaways here today for you people? Like you have come here and you have attended the classroom. What are the things that you are taking along with you? How were you before taking the class and how are you after taking the class? What are the things that you people are taking along with you after taking this class? Let us see. Fluency is not about perfection, as I told you earlier. I think in first or second, both the lessons, both the lectures I told you, fluency is not about the perfection, it's about the practice, okay? It's daily classroom practice. You shouldn't keep in your mind, or you shouldn't have this in your mind, that once you have learned anything, that you have become perfect in that. Fluency will come with the passage of time and with the passage when you practice daily in the classroom. You have the laboratories, and those laboratories are your classrooms, okay? Then speak English constantly. Please don't just speak for one day. Bring out at least 2 minutes, and in which you are going to sit in a corner, or if you are lying in your bed, then you can talk to yourself in English and speak at least for 2 minutes, and in a little bit louder voice. Okay, when nobody is in surrounding. Otherwise, people will consider you someone who has got a crack in the mind. Okay, so when you're alone, talk to yourself 2 minutes daily. Practice speaking 2 minutes English and try and speak maximum sentences in that within those 2 minutes. First, think of the sentences. What you're going become two characters. I think it's better. You should become two characters, and you should talk to some of your friend and you. Please talk from friend side and talk from your sides for 2 minutes, and all that conversation should be in English as well. Okay. Okay, G, students will follow your example. If you're going to be fluent, if you're going to practice daily in the classroom, not just for once, the students are also going to follow you. Okay, G, a teacher who speaks English daily in class creates students who think in English for life. If you are using English daily in the classroom, you are creating students who actually will start thinking in English for life, because this is their practice time, this is their learning time, and if they will learn this thing, what hindered us, what hindered you people in your previous life, it means you actually are creating someone who is going to be better than us in future. Okay, so do use English in the classroom daily. Change your self-talk. Don't say I cannot speak English. I think up till now you should know this thing, that you are no more, you people are going to say this, that I can't speak English. Rather, you should say I'm learning English confidently. Okay, G. Don't say I'm afraid. You're no more afraid. What's fear? We don't know. Okay? You don't know what's fear. We have forgotten all about fear. Rather, you should say now, and you are saying it now. I'm growing stronger day by day. Okay? Then mistakes are the only evidence that you are trying. If you commit mistakes, only then the others know and you know that you are trying. Unless you try, you will not be succeeded. So keep trying always. And here comes your home task for today. And your home task is, what submission you have to do? Use at least 10 classroom English expressions. Please note it down. So I think, thank you so much. That's all from me today.